President Sisi reaffirms support for Jordan against terrorism. Egypt's foreign minister discusses Gaza with Tunisia's president. And the Egyptian prime minister praises Egypt's industrial expansion. Egyptian President Abdel Fattah El Sisi has reaffirmed Egypt's full solidarity with Jordan and its steadfast support against all forms of terrorism and extremism groups threatening Jordan's security and stability. During a phone call with King Abdullah II of Jordan, they discussed the current situation in Palestine, efforts for a Gaza ceasefire, and the importance of humanitarian aid. Both leaders rejected any attempts to displace Palestinians, emphasizing the necessity of an independent Palestinian state for lasting peace in the region. President Abdel Fattah El Sisi held a phone call today with President Felix Tshisekedi of the Democratic Republic of Congo. According to the presidential spokesman, the conversation reaffirmed the deep-rooted historical ties between the two nations and their mutual commitment to expanding cooperation, particularly in economic and development fields. President Sisi also extended his condolences to President Tshisekedi and the Congolese people following the recent boat accident on the Congo River. The call also touched on regional developments with a focus on enhancing cooperation among Nile Basin countries to ensure shared interests. Both leaders stressed the importance of consensus among the basin states to strengthen collaboration and pursue opportunities for joint developments. Egyptian Foreign Minister Badr Abdulhadi has discussed Egypt's efforts to reinstate the Gaza ceasefire and facilitate humanitarian aid delivery. That came during his meeting with Tunisian President Qais Said in Tunis, where they emphasized the importance of Palestinians remaining on the homeland. They also reviewed the Arab Islamic plan for Gaza's early recovery. The meeting also addressed regional issues in Libya, Syria, and Sudan, and highlighted the strengthening bilateral relations between Egypt and Tunisia, including recent economic cooperation and plans for future joint initiatives. Egyptian Foreign Minister Badr Abdulhadi has met his Tunisian counterpart Mohammed Ali Nafti in Tunis for talks on regional crises, particularly the Palestinian cause. They discussed Egypt's push to revive the Gaza ceasefire and support aid access. The ministers emphasized the Arab Islamic Recovery Plan and Palestinians' right to remain on the land. They also addressed Libya, Syria, and Sudan, while affirming stronger Egyptian-Tunisian ties and expanded economic and political cooperation. Head of Egypt's State Information Service, Ziad Rashwan, has reaffirmed Egypt's unwavering support for Palestinian rights and the establishment of an independent state. Rashwan emphasized Egypt's dual commitment to its national security and the Palestinian cause, highlighting collaborative efforts with Qatar. Rashwan noted initiatives aimed at achieving a Gaza ceasefire. He added that despite ongoing Israeli aggression, Egypt has facilitated substantial humanitarian aid to Gaza and received numerous injured Palestinians for treatments. Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli began a visit today to several factories in the 10th of Ramadan city, reiterating the government's commitment to the industrial sector. Madbouli highlighted the state's efforts to attract investment in pharmaceutical manufacturing, a top priority under President Abdel Fattah El Sisi's directives. The Prime Minister emphasized the importance of localizing medicine production to meet domestic needs, enhance exports, and boost economic indicators while creating more job opportunities. Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli praised Egypt's ongoing industrial expansion, calling it a source of national optimism. Speaking during a press conference following a tour of the industrial zones in the 10th of Ramadan city, Madbouli noted a remarkable industrial boom and increasing confidence among investors. He emphasized that the government approvals, whether for licenses or land allocation, are being issued without delay, thanks to efforts by the ministerial group overseeing the industrial sector. The Prime Minister added that a significant number of factories have begun exporting abroad, with some facilities now exporting up to 50% of their production, a strong indicator of product quality. Madbouli confirmed that the government is moving forward with a plan to double Egypt's exports. Egypt's National Planning Institute has spotlighted the growing need for international cooperation and societal cohesion in light of rising global threats. This came during the Institute's 7th scientific follow-up session for the 2024-2025 academic year, where experts discussed the World Economic Forum's Global Risks Report 2025. The report warns of the near-term risks through 2027, including escalating armed conflicts, extreme weather events, geo-economic tensions, misinformation, cyber espionage, and societal polarization. Long-term risks identified include biodiversity loss, degradation of Earth system, and rapid advances in biotechnology and artificial intelligence. The report recommends combating false information, strengthening societal safety nets, boosting environmental action, and promoting responsible innovation. Egypt's Ministry of Supply and Internal Trade announced that over 56,000 tons of local wheat have been procured since the start of the supply season on April 15th. According to Hussam El-Gahi, Deputy Head of the General Authority for Supply Commodities, the volume is in line with last year's figures, which reached approximately 60,000 tons during the same period. Speaking during an inspection tour of the logistic zones in Tanta, El-Gahi said the ministry aims to procure between 4 and 4.5 million tons of wheat this year, up from 3.4 million tons in 2024 and 3.8 million in 2023. Egypt's annual consumption of subsidized wheat ranged from 9 to 9.5 million tons, with a significant portion sourced locally and the rest imported from various international origins. Labour Minister Mohammed Safan delivered a speech on behalf of President El Sisi during the opening of the 51st Arab Labour Conference in Cairo. The session, attended by 18 Arab Labour ministers and over 400 delegates, emphasized Egypt's commitment to supporting joint Arab Labour efforts. The minister praised the Arab Labour Organization's role in promoting employment, training, and social dialogue across the region. Director General of the Arab Labour Organization, Faiz Al-Mutiri, has extended his thanks to President El Sisi for sponsoring the 51st Arab Labour Conference, which kicked off in Cairo under presidential patronage. Speaking during the opening session, Al-Mutiri praised President Sisi's consistent attention to labour and social development issues across the Arab world. The conference is being held with the participation of Arab League Secretary General Ahmed Abul 18 Arab Labour ministers and 440 delegates from 21 Arab countries, representing governments, employer associations, labour unions, the Arab League Secretariat, regional organizations, and foreign diplomatic missions. Cairo University's Faculty of Medicine achieved a major scientific milestone with its neurosurgery department ranking second in Africa according to the Global EduRank Index. The ranking was based on over 1,800 research papers cited nearly 19,000 times. The achievement underscores the department's academic influence and the university's leadership in medical research across the continent. Higher Education Minister Ayman Ashur met with a delegation from the JICA, Japan's international cooperation agency, to discuss expanding scholarship programs for Egyptian and African students. The talks addressed full funding for undergraduate and postgraduate study in Japan and enhancing Egypt-Japan-Africa cooperation under the TICAD initiative. Discussions also focus on increasing opportunities in engineering and applied sciences to support Egypt's strategic educational partnership. The Health Ministry announced the completion of development projects at several hospitals across Egypt in February. In Asyut, full renovations were finalized at Monfalut Center Hospital and Dairut Fever Hospital. New equipment is also being supplied to Dairut Central Hospital, where the first state-funded retinal detachment surgery has already been successfully performed. The upgrades are part of a national plan to modernize health facilities and improve service delivery. Pope Tawadros II, Pope of Alexandria and Patriarch of the See of St. Mark, is to preside over the Easter Mass this Saturday at the Coptic Orthodox Cathedral in Abbasiyya. The Mass is to be attended by a large number of bishops, priests, government officials, public figures, and representatives of both Islamic and Christian clergy. The Coptic Orthodox Church Media Center had earlier announced arrangements for the Easter celebrations coordinated with the general bishops supervising Cairo's pastoral sectors as well as the metropolitans and bishops of Greater Cairo dioceses. Reverend Andrea Zaki, head of Egypt's evangelical community, delivered a message of gratitude during Easter celebrations, thanking President Sisi for his greetings and praising the role of the government in fostering peace and national unity. Zaki also voiced concern over humanitarian crises in Gaza, Syria, Lebanon, and Iraq, highlighting the scale of destruction, displacement, and economic hardship across the region. Cairo Governorate made its debut at the 92nd Annual Spring Flowers Exhibition held at the Agricultural Museum in Duqi. The Governorate showcased a 600 square meter display featuring over 10,000 plants, including ornamental trees and indoor flora. This year's exhibition also hosts workshops and seminars on the importance of greenery in combating climate change while addressing challenges such as production gaps, limited awareness, and marketing hurdles. Egypt's National Weather Authority forecasts continued high temperatures across most of the country on Sunday. The North Coast will see milder conditions, while the rest of the country will experience hot daytime weather and moderate nights. Thick morning fog is expected on agricultural and highway routes near water bodies, particularly around the Greater Cairo, the Nile Delta, the Canal cities, Central Sinai, and northern Upper Egypt. Some areas may also see occasional wind activity. That brings us to the end of our news bulletin. Here is what we've been covering. President Sisi reaffirms support for Jordan against terrorism. Egypt's foreign minister discusses Gaza with Tunisian president. And the Egyptian prime minister praises Egypt's industrial expansion. That's all for now. Remember to stay updated by following Qnews for the latest developments. Many thanks for watching.